Yep. It's like, sure, fuck it. I am Nikki Brody Wilder, and I was the director for Chapter 12 of Old Man of the Rooks. I'm a videographer. That's my day job, and it's also a hobby, so I don't know. I guess it's my whole life for the most part. I was a part of it since the beginning. And I helped do the video, or I shot Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, and then half of Chapter 4, and then I worked on Chapter 8. I outlined the script for Chapter 12, and then edited, I directed. I knew how it was gonna end Chapter 11, and I had an idea of how I wanted to end the series, but then by the time it got to my turn, I was like, well, I'm not gonna do my idea that I've had for the whole year. Let's scrap that. And then as soon as I saw Eric's chapter, I saw the script beforehand, so I knew how it was gonna go, but I waited until I saw it before I was like, okay, this is how the last chapter is gonna play out and how this whole thing's gonna end. We only get 3 weeks to do all this, and so the first weekend was planning it, and then the first actual week was like shooting it. So up to the first actual weekend, it was like, okay, this is how we're gonna do this. I need these people on this day. And then the next week was editing, and then the week after that was waiting for the last element so I could finish editing it, and then I finished right on the deadline. So there was really no time to do what I wanted. I was a ball of anxiety because I was like, there's so much I gotta plan for these 2 days of shooting. And then, well, 2.5, I guess. Two days and then 1 hour. There was just a lot of planning, and then there was a lot of improvising where I was just like, well, screw it, you just come over to my house on Friday and we'll shoot this thing. It was definitely a different process of working with a lot of different people, whereas especially people that I didn't know that well, and then finally getting to know them through the filming process of this entire series. And with other projects that I've done, it was me and my friends, and I was comfortable with my friends. I knew what their strengths were. This one, it took me a whole year to figure out which person was good at what, and then build my A team for when it was my turn. It was hilarious. I mean, like, it was really good. Of course, it was a roller coaster because it was different styles, and it was people with different ideas putting it into this thing that's supposed to be a series that's supposed to be consistent, and it ended up being like this roller coaster of emotions, I guess. But like, it was a lot of fun watching it, and then like making fun of like certain dialogues, and even making fun of my own episode because I knew what happened during that episode. And so it was just like funny to hang out with my friends and just kind of like laugh about the whole process, because I know like everybody was stressed about it. And so finally seeing our work on the screen, it was just like, it's finally over.